The new 2023 Porsche 911 Recreation Conventional is many things, but there are two number one ones to recognize. First, it is the second model from Porsche's Heritage Layout series that will pay homage to conventional 911s of the late 60s and early 70s, most drastically the 73 Carrera 2.7 RS, however, with nods to the 2010 997 Recreation Traditional. Second, with a limited run of 250 devices global, it is a must-have for properly heeled Porsche creditors. Even as the uninitiated might mistake a passing game traditional for a run-of-the-mill 911, Porschephiles will spot the differences straight away: double bubble roof, ducktail spoiler, middle lock wheels measuring 20 inches up front and 21 out lower back, and a gumball at the doors for a favorite racing variety. Maximum unique, though, are the zone panels. They are flared like those of the 911 Rapid, however lack that automobile's consumption openings. Air now flows into a gap beforehand of the spoiler. Porsche changed prototype faster tooling to make the precise panels, but it's nonetheless plenty of cash and attempt for a restrained run vehicle. As for the powertrain, it is the remaining parts been special. The Sport Traditional borrows the 911 Faster's 3.7-liter dual turbocharged engine, detuned by 29 horsepower and 111 pounds-to-foot to 543 horsepower and 442 pounds-feet, so that it could play excellent with the Carrera's 7-speed guide transmission. By the way, that makes it the maximum effective guide transmission 911 presently on offer. It powers the rear wheels best, so don't forget this energy bundle to be an homage to the authentic 930-911 Rapid, which was solely manual/RWD. But while the authentic rear-drive Rapid turned into a suicide device, the new Sport Traditional is an exceedingly mild vehicle, so docile that it's difficult to believe there is so much strength hanging out beyond the rear axle. But whilst it may be pleasant, it is also hugely short. Porsche claims a 0-60 mph time of 3.9 seconds. The grab is light and the 7-speed stick top amusing to row, even supposing it falls simply shy of the high quality and the world feel of the GT3's chic 6 velocity. That said, the guide transmission is essentially superfluous, so long as the engine is among 2,507,000 RPM, a variety comfortably inexperienced bandit at the talk. The 911 Recreation Traditional will rate in advance like a destrier. What struck us approximately the brand new 992 Game Traditional is its gentlemanly demeanor. Our trip to Porsche's fatherland blanketed a refresher pressure in the previous Game Conventional, the 2010 997 era car, which turned into constructed in an excellent smaller batch of 250 motors and never imported to the US. The old Sport Traditional is a hardcore sportster with a heavy take-hold of, hyper-responsive steerage, and an iron-willed suspension, and it drives more like a GT version than a Carrera. We could not help but wonder if the comments from consumers turned into that the subsequent Sport Traditional must be much less excessive. Whatever the motive, the new car is more of a visiting car, with a hectic however compliant ride and delightfully light steering. It never itches to get out of shape like the once antique Widowmaker 930s, alternatively, it has enough rubber and electronics to hold the again give up securely planted. Through 911 standards, the Game Classic is short and quiet, a stealth speeder for those who've a tune-geared up 911 like a GT3 or a 911 are back home in the storage, next to the Carrera, for they use as a iciness beater. It is no longer the driving experience that units it aside, it's that glance into the rearview reflect that famous the ducktail spoiler peeking up through the back window. The retro-flavored, Pepita-trimmed interior is likewise pretty fabulous. If you may appreciate those, you could recognize the Sport Classic. Whether or not you may have enough money to realize it's far another. Remember, the 911 Sport Conventional lists for $273,750, making it the maximum expensive model within the modern 911 lineup. This isn't the 911 for the ones who've stored for many years to shop for the Porsche in their dreams. As a substitute, it's the blue-chip collector car that Porsche dealers are possibly to allocate handiest to their quality customers, individuals who will probably be able to promote them for a vast income sometime down the road. All of which type of renders beside the point all that we've got written here. of the 1,250 individuals who will purchase these items new, and that's the international production overall, by means of the manner, what we say is unlikely to sway them. What ramifications, if any, does the 911 Sport Classic have for the common guy? The one-of-a-kind bundling of the 911 turbo engine, guide transmission, and rear-wheel power is a headline maker, to make certain. However, as we have said, the 3.7s torque, even in detuned form, is so prodigious, it nullifies the need to exchange gears a great deal. You may bolt the shifter into third and power the auto all day. Now, if we may want to get the GT3's 6 speed in a Carrera GTS, of direction, this is some other verbal exchange absolutely. Lower back to the 911 Sport Classic, what higher can we say approximately this vehicle than it is what its miles? It is no longer like the 911R, wherein Porsche set out to make the satisfactory acting 911 it could. It's now not just like the GTS, in which Porsche aimed for a selected candy spot between performance and livability. It is a completely unique mixture of components designed for Porsche diehards geared up for the next new factor. And if that sounds cynical, then forgive us, as that isn't our motive. The 911 Recreation Classic is a terrific car that we are keen to force once more. Would we pay $275,000 for one? No, however we're now not the target market, and those who are will discover the game Classic hits a definitive bullseye.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the like button at the bottom of our video.